Hi, my name is Alyssa Peña with JalaPeña Salsa. Today we're at the Art Museum of South Texas and we're gonna create a little art of our own. We're gonna make spicy red chicken enchiladas. I think we should get started. First, what we're gonna do is we're gonna heat our pan on a medium heat. Once this is nice and hot, we're gonna put 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil. We're gonna let that get nice and hot, and we're gonna add a little bit of flour. What we're gonna do here is make a roux. This roux is gonna thicken our sauce, our enchilada sauce, and make it beautifully authentic and real. This is nice and spicy. I'm gonna start adding in our flour a little bit at a time. This kind of emulsifies in here. It'll get nice and thick. And then I'll show you what we're gonna do with this roux. Normally, what you would be doing right now is adding a ton of spices. These spices are now negated because we've already had them adding in with our salsa. So what we're using today is our Chipotle Guajillo Salsa. Now, as this is cooking, as the flour is cooking out and losing that really raw flavor, we would be adding normally all of the spices that have already been incorporated into here. So our Chipotle Guajillo Salsa, I'm very proud of. So it has all of the additions of this. So we've got ancho peppers, guajillo peppers, tomatoes, onions, fresh garlic, all of these spices as well. So we've got here salt, pepper, oregano. I've got garlic powder here, a little chili powder, and of course, our comino, our happy goodness for Hispanic Heritage Month. Can't go this month without comino. So we're gonna go ahead and pop this open that up. We're gonna add this in here a little by little. Now, for your family, you can do whatever you want. If you wanna do half of this jar, if you wanna do the full jar, we're gonna thin it out with a little bit of chicken stock. This has these gorgeous aromas of all of those peppers already prepped for you. So it saves a lot of the work of having to toast them, soak them, blend them, spice them up with all of this, jar them personally. I'm gonna do a little bit more of this because we're gonna make quite a large dish. So I'm gonna add just about 2/3 of this jar. You'll see all of this start to incorporate in here with your roux, so it's gonna get really, really thick. This is going to be thinned out with the chicken stock that I made last night. This chicken stock is already seasoned. You wanna definitely season all of your layers so that nothing is bland. You can use chicken broth out of a box. You can use something that you already have. I personally make my own, so that's how we play. So this is about 2 cups. And I'm gonna just ladle this in little bit by little bit. If this pan is too hot, you can always lower this. But just at a nice medium heat, you'll be good. Once that flour is cooked out, you're basically just incorporating the rest of this to make the sauce to top your enchiladas with. Now, normally this sauce takes a very long time, which is why people buy it, in a can or however they make it. Or somebody's, grandma or tia or abuelita is gonna take a really long time to make that. We're trying to simplify this for you. So the salsa's already made. You're gonna thin this out just like this. Add just the last of this here. And I'm not sure if you can see it, but this now has the perfect consistency. This is exactly what we wanna see, where it's not too thick, not too thin. I'm gonna see if I can raise it up just a little bit. It spills like this. It's thinned out, it's got all those gorgeous flavors, and then we're done. That's easy, just like that. Done, done, done. We're gonna go ahead and turn this off, or you can leave it to simmer on low if you want. While we start to assemble, we've got all of our other things here, so we're gonna go ahead, place this here, turn this off, and now we can start to assemble. So the dish that I'm gonna use is like a 9 by 13. I've made it pretty simple here. so that you can see everything that's gonna go into this. We're gonna make this easy and quick and a very authentic recipe. So you've got your baking dish here. First thing you do, start with a little bit of sauce on the bottom. We're gonna just put a little bit down here. We've got two options for doing this. These are already softened, okay? So I've already put these in a little bit of oil to kind of soften them up so that they don't break. Another way to do this, non-traditionally, is to put a little paper towel over them, a damp paper towel, and put them in the microwave for just about a minute or two, just so that they soften and so that they don't break very easily. Now we can roll these, right? So we can stuff them with our chicken mixture. And what I wanna do, actually, is use a little bit of this sauce in our chicken mixture. So you incorporate all of those flavors in there with your chicken. Again, you can use rotisserie chicken for this. I boiled this last night because I was making my stock. So you can do this however you want. Make sure it's seasoned, you know, make sure that you're seasoning your stock and on all the things too. So let's do this. We can add this to here. That's a lot. These are gonna be huge. Add these to here. Add a little bit of cheese on the inside. Roll them so that they're even all the way down. Kind of push it down with your fingers. Roll them all the way down and then set them down in the tray, seam side down, so that they lay flat and pretty. I'll fill the rest of these very quickly. Whoops. I like to use this thick shred cheese. If you're not gonna shred your own, they have a thick shred at HEB that is perfect. So this gives you that nice big pretty pull. When you take a bite, it gives you that nice big melty pull. Enchiladas here. Assemble, assemble. We'll do two more. Just like this. Again, make sure that they're even so that you get an even bite of chicken and cheese throughout each tortilla and throughout each enchilada. Put them here. Add this cheese. Some people don't put cheese on the inside. I do because I feel like it needs to have all of that excitement all the way through. Here we go. Cheese on this last one. Squish it so it's even. Place it seam side down. Now, we're gonna top with the rest of our sauce. I wish that you could smell this. It smells absolutely delicious. All of those flavors of the oregano, the chili anchos, the chipotle chilies, the guajillo peppers, comino, garlic, onion, all of those flavors really incorporate in here really beautifully. So you're gonna add those. Of course, add a ridiculous amount of cheese on top. Let me get this out of the way. Because we're gonna want that lovely pull and make it absolutely gorgeous. Now, all we have to do is cover this, put it in an oven at 375 for about 35 minutes. Let it cook through. You can uncover this about 10 minutes. So leave it in there for 20 minutes. Uncover it for the last 10, and this will get nice and brown and char the edges like you want. But here we go. Very authentic, spicy red chicken enchiladas. Again, I'm Alyssa Peña with JalaPeña Salsa. I'd like to thank the Art Museum of South Texas for having me share the flavors of my culture here for Hispanic Heritage Month. If you'd like to stop by the gift shop at AMST, we've got a full line of our JalaPeña salsas here. And for a rundown of the full recipe, go to artmuseumofsouthtexas.org. Thank you.